Hello, welcome back to another episode of The Vampire Vet. This is episode 6, and we're exactly where we left off last time. Rodney is giving Leander a wash. Leander is forever dirty, which is just annoying. I hope this gets fixed soon, because it's a pain. I need to also look out for mods for it as well. Maybe there's a mod that stops dogs getting so dirty. But yeah, it's a ongoing annoyance, but you know, oh well, we have to deal with it for now. So what's happening with Tyree? Tyree needs to go to work. Does he have anything he needs to do? Not really. He's a bit tired, but we probably won't see him later on anyway, because we'll be at the clinic. So yeah, let's make him go to work. And I don't know if he has work clothing. He might have some set by the game. He didn't go to work. Why did that? What happened? Okay, because it's not time yet. Silly Frimlin. Anyway, what's happening with George? George needs to have some fun. Well, George, how about you can hug? What's this creature's name? I can't tell. With George, I have to go on an adult. Stackhouse. Okay, so if you know like the True Blood series, you'll know where the name Stackhouse comes from. What are you doing over here, Rodney? Yeah, actually, he can have a little... I don't know, does anyone know if hibernation or slumber is better for them? I would like to find out. But yeah, he can have a little bit of a sleep until I'm ready to take him off to work. Tyree, hang on, let me just pause the game before he has to go to work. Tyree he needs to be friendly with animals. So, any animals around right now? No. But, oh look, George can play on this. That's a good idea. Let's play some shape. Yeah, I'm choosing it. In case you don't know, I'm choosing it because if you choose it, if the user chooses the action, then it won't get broken by other actions coming along. So that's why I'm replacing it. I mean, I know he was already going to do it, or do action using the tablet, but now he's doing one that I've told him to, so he won't get broken out of that unless I break him out of that. Tyree needs to go, and doesn't need to, but I would like him to be nice to animals. So let's get to know Patrick. It's a bit weird actually, because I expected him to run downstairs as fast as Rodney would, but of course he's not a vampire, and even if he was, he doesn't have that ability, so he can't, and I have to just kind of wait for him to walk downstairs. But you really get used to having that vampire running ability. And I don't know if he could not talk to him because he's up on the counter. Maybe something like that. Oh look, it's too late. He's gone to work. Oh well. And no work clothes apparently. He's just wearing his sporty everyday work, clothing. Off he goes. Yeah, just across the road is the house where Rodney's sister Ruby lives with her family. It's just nice seeing it there. And actually, interesting thing, I'll just pause it again just quickly. You might recall from episode 4 and I think 3 as well, Rodney has a new employee, his cousin Niall, and Niall now lives in a new cottage just down the road, and this one I just made the other day, and you can download it. Really nice little place actually. I sound a bit big-headed. I'm not, I swear I'm not. I like it. I just like it. And whatever, you can call me big-headed or whatever, but I'm not like that. I'm really not. Anyway, so yeah, check it out on the gallery. That'd be really cool if you did. There's a little speed build for it as well, with some much happier than usual music. I'd love it if you check that out. So what's happening with Rodney? His energy is going up. I don't know if it's going up any faster than if he was slumbering. But yeah, if that's something you know something about, please tell me in the comments. I would really like to know. So George feels a bit left behind. No wonder. One of his fathers is at work, the other father is asleep. But oh well, we can't. Well, I didn't think we could afford to have a nanny, but to be honest, they've got a bit more money now. Actually, while I remember, I need to put a computer down for Tyree. Now, actually, I had a good suggestion here. Suggestion from another viewer called Laurie Horter, and she suggested that we could take Tyree along to the clinic and use the computer there for his social media career. And that is a really good suggestion, Laurie, but actually now we've got enough money, I'm going to put in a computer here because they don't really need money for anything else at the moment, or at least if they do, I haven't realised it. But so they can afford quite a decent one. Let's go for something like this. And black as you can do. It's very boxy, a bit like my one, but oh well, that's all they can afford, just like me. So yeah, when Tyree comes back, next time we're here in the house with Tyree, he can use that, which is good, but of course that means they've lost some money. What's wrong, Leander? What's he woofing at? I do not know. And what's Patrick doing? Patrick, that could be what his obsession is, because we found out a couple of episodes ago that he had an obsession, and I didn't know what it was, but it could be that he's obsessed with baths. I don't know, is that possible to be obsessed with a bath? Especially because he's not going into it. It's a bit strange, isn't it? Okay, so look, I think that's enough, enough slumbering, or hibernation in this case, for Rodney. We need to get him to work. So let's cancel out of that. Oh. That's creepy, isn't it? But I've got to say, he looks really good in his little speedos. Right, so time to go to work. Are we going to take Leander with us today? Let's do it. Well, let's try to anyway. We could bring Patrick to work with us today. That'd be a good idea. So, moving right along, we now have Rodney at work with Patrick. Just as something different, it should be quite interesting seeing him there. Let's get him into his vet uniform, and before I unpause, just check that everything's filled up. That's filled, and that's filled. We also must remember to start the robot vacuum. So yeah, let's do that. I also would like to make some more soothing serum, because I found that really useful to have around. So I think it's that one. Yeah, industrial strength relaxation serum is what it is actually called, not soothing serum. I like my name, but that's actually not its name. So yeah, let's make some more of that. Hopefully that's not going to take too long, but it looks like it might do, so we might actually have to cancel that in a bit. Let's see if there's anything else that requires our attention while we're here. Try not to move around too fast, because I know some of my viewers have motion sickness. Please tell me if this annoys you. I will try and cut back on it if it does. But yeah, I think everything's okay at the moment. And he's already made it. Excellent. Oh, okay, no he hasn't. It just looked like he'd finished it, but he hadn't. Right, it's a shame. Okay, he's finished it now, so it takes about a minute. Let's do another one just quickly, but at the same time let's open up the clinic. Now I'm actually on the lookout for some mates for Patrick and Leander, because it'd be good to see them reproducing, because I don't know if you realise it, but both Patrick and Leander are named after viewers of my Let's Plays, so it'd be good to have some more kittens and puppies so that we can name them after some other viewers. And I'm going to try the same with Ruby in my Alien and Angel and Alien Let's Play. I need to get her girls pregnant with more kittens and puppies, because I don't know, that's just really cool. I love kittens and puppies. And yeah, I love naming them after viewers who keep coming back. I appreciate them very much. So I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. If you don't want to come back, that's fine. I completely understand. I don't watch many other Let's Plays very religiously. I get distracted by doing my own stuff for my own channel, but yeah, I'd like to watch more of my friends' Let's Plays more often. So up until that point at least, I'm going to keep rewarding the ones that come back and watch my Let's Plays. Anyway, this chap, Cal Caspian, is so keen to get his pet seen to that he's already started talking to Rodney. Let me just pause for a second, because our employee hasn't turned up. Niall hasn't turned up. So I'm concerned that she's been fired again. Yeah, look, she's not there. And is she on the list? No, she's not on the list. I think it's pretty obvious from my face that I'm not very happy about that. So, hey, that must be a bug. But I can't discount the fact that it could be one of my mods, maybe, interfering. Whew. That's really annoying, but oh well. She wasn't really working out that well, was she? But I just hope that one of them sticks around for a bit longer. So this chap, he's a bit more expensive, but he's got better veterinarian skill. He's actually, I think he's also another cousin of Rodney's, and there's 2 cousins of Rodney's here. But just to point it out, these 4 are not close relatives, or even probably distant relatives of Rodney or Ruby. I don't want everyone to think that, you know, that they're related to everyone in the game. They're not. There's only a few of them. Which one should we have? I mean, I'm going for the relatives straight away, but we don't have to. Should we get another plant sim in? Maybe he will fall asleep straight away like Rosa did. Who knows? Actually, Kale, he's first on the list. There's nothing wrong with him. Let's just go with him. Why not? He's got a bit more charisma as well than the other ones, and he's not more expensive. So we're going to hire Kale Hawkins, and hopefully Kale will stick around this time. So in the meantime, let's get started on a pet, because examining a pet, because otherwise Kale will go in there and start examining him before us. Julius just hasn't been acting like himself. I think something may be wrong. Can you please take a look? Now, just in case you aren't aware, Julius is the father of Patrick and his sister Crystal. So that's kind of cool, seeing him again. So yeah, we can look at Julius, no problem. Right, stop running away. Yeah, anyway. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Right. So Julius is actually a little bit slimmer than Patrick, interestingly enough. Oh no, maybe not. But yeah, quite an interesting looking cat. He's got quite an angular face, and especially Patrick's sister Crystal has inherited that face, but I think Patrick's more got his mother's face. Just in case you're interested in that. So actually quite stressed. Oh, before we continue, I've just realized that I haven't got the vampire UI showing, so let's plop that up there. No problem. Okay, so Julius is quite stressed, so we're going to soothe him before we continue with any kind of examination. I don't know why Kel's so upset. The vets here are great with pets. Okay, well, why are you giving me a 1? Come on. Okay, we just calmed your pet. Can't you at least give us a 2? Probably he wants us to actually cure his pet as well. So let's check the chart. So there's a bit of a theory that the check in the chart will fill in some random slots, but I think any of the exam options will fill out any of these symptoms randomly, and you can get 1 or more just randomly. I don't know if there's any logic to it, but it'd be nice if there was. Did he finish it? I don't know. I don't know. But we'll check his temperature. Kale doesn't seem to be doing anything. Is there any other patients? Yes, there is. We have Pedro Goldstein over here. I know him because he's the mailman. And I didn't even know Pedro had a dog. Is that Pedro's dog? Lupo Wolf. Ah, okay. This is a wolf that I downloaded from the gallery. And there's a couple of them around. Very attractive. Okay, even more pets. Hang on a sec. Who's this? Dustin. Okay. So Dustin is a half-brother of Leander. Dustin and Leander have the same father. So that's kind of cool. And Dustin is owned by Dan Wang, who doesn't seem to be a friend of Rodney's. But yeah, Dan Wang, rather nice chap. His mother used to work as a doctor. She's now deceased. And she worked alongside an uncle of Rodney's. So that's how I know them. And in case you haven't picked it up, I know all my Townies, and some of them are distantly related. I keep bringing in new Townies anyway, so you know there's always fresh DNA coming into the population. But yeah, a lot of them are related, and a lot of them know each other, and there's like a long history over many generations. And we will see them again and again in my Let's Plays, because I love having my Let's Plays in this rich legacy world. So what's wrong with Julius? He's got golden poop, watery eyes, overly moist skin, sounds bad, and unknown. So let's find out what unknown is. Let's give him a skin for inspection. Okay, so he has gilded guts disorder. I haven't heard of that one before. And he's a little stressed, but I think we're going to be able to treat him without, stressing him out too much. So let's give him Essence of Placebo Treat. Cross our fingers and hope it works. Seems to be fine. Please put your rating up, Cal. Bill owner. I'm glad that it does the auto billing. Okay. It looks like he's stuck on one. I don't know if they finished. I guess they did. Anyway, let's give him a quick pet. So, did Kale already start? Yes, Kale is looking after Lupo, the wolf, and Pedro Goldstein, the mailman, who was one of Rodney's recent plasma donors, shall we say. Anyway, let's get in there and greet Dan Wang. Dan Wang, I think, is single at the moment. So, oh look, we've got a bug. I'll have to have a look at that. Thank you, MC Command Center, for showing us the bug. I'll have to look into that and find out what's wrong. Something is wrong with my little boy Dustin. Won't you please help him? I will absolutely help him. I would love to help him. So yeah, please come in here, Dustin, and we'll look at you. There seems to be something wrong with your nose. And while that's going on, let's see who came in over here. Recognize this guy. I think we almost just hired him. He's a cousin of Rodney's. He's Aaron Godfrey. And he's actually the brother of Niall, who used to work here. So, yeah. Hey, Aaron, what happened to your sister? And he's in a club called The Outsiders. And the Outsiders, they like being outside. They're outside lovers. I can't think of the exact trait right now. Loves the outdoors. That's the trait, or outdoor lover, or whatever. And his cat is Stanley. Okay, interesting. Let's go back to Dustin. He's not stressed, so let's check his ears. Although he's got a very obvious problem with his nose. Oh look, Glenn is calling to ask Rodney if they want to hang out. Glenn, do you remember the last time that you hung out with Rodney? Rodney drank blood from your neck. Well, plasma from your neck. But yeah, apparently he's quite into Rodney. But yeah, anyway, let's move along. So we know nothing about this disease. Can we check? We can't check his nose, but we can check his mouth. Maybe that will help, because there seems to be a problem in that general area. Tyree brought home 96 simoleons today. He did some great work too. Okay, that's good. So let's... what should we do with him? Actually, I'll just leave him. Yeah, just leave him for the moment. What's happening with George? Nothing I can do with George. Oh look, another bug. That's not good. George has returned from the daycare. That is good. Let's soothe him because he's getting stressed. But yeah, as we found out, he's got a glowing nose. So it does seem to be, I think there is a connection between, you know, where there's a visual problem on the animal and the symptoms. So I've got to keep that in mind. Like if they have blue fur, inspect their fur. You know, that kind of thing. If they've got a red nose, inspect their mouth. But come on, Frimlin, let's get on and do something else. Let's listen to his heart. Might be a good one. What's happening with Patrick? Where is Patrick? Patrick is just kind of standing around. Isn't really doing much. But yeah, after we've finished with Dustin, we'll go and find out what's wrong with him, if we have enough time in this episode. It's a good point, actually. So as soon as we're finished with Dustin, we're going to end this episode. Just as a little heads up, I want to keep the episodes moving along. But hopefully I'll be able to, if I record quite a few of them in one sitting, I'll hopefully be able to have them out more often, so you won't have to wait as long to watch an episode. That would be nice. Anyway, so he's got advanced lava nose. That isn't familiar to me. Maybe I've got a bad memory, or maybe I just haven't heard of it before. So he needs to have Fixitol treat, and we can give that to him. So that's done, and Rodney has now reached level 8 of the veterinarian skill, which is great. And it says Rodney has unlocked a cute pet decal to decorate the vet clinic with. That's great. I'll have to put some of those up. Anyhow, end of episode, I think. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll come back for another episode soon. Or perhaps a speed build. Anyway, take care and see you soon. Bye.